to do because it wouldn't let me do it on my phone. It's been a right pain trying to schedule a stream for this, and it let me do it, and then when I've gone to go do it, it won't let me do it on my phone. It wants it done on a laptop, which is a bit of a pain. And so we haven't actually got anybody in yet, so hopefully some people will jump in pretty quick. A sip of my tea. I just thought I'd jump on live just to wish everybody Merry Christmas, give a bit of a year roundup on what I've been up to this year, what's changed, what we're looking forward to next year, and things like that. But unfortunately we still haven't got anybody there. I think they're all waiting on the other live, which is a bit of a pain. We've got 2 people, brilliant. Let me know who you are, jump in the chat. Hopefully it's going to ping up on my screen and let me know who is there. Let me click this button. All live chat are visible. So hello to whoever you are, the 2 people. As I was saying right at the beginning, it wouldn't let me do my scheduled live, which was a pain. So I've had to jump in and do another one. So I think a lot of people are going to be looking at the scheduled one, waiting for me to jump on, and I'm not actually going to be there. I'm going to be here. We've got a few people. Hi, Chris. Monica of the Glen. So you are from the group chat that we're currently in. If you're not a member of that group chat, Smoke and Sear has set up a brilliant group chat. So if you search for his Facebook page and then go down a few posts, because it's probably nearly coming up 2 weeks old, there is a WhatsApp group chat that we've got several different chats within there, going from tips, doing recipes. When the motorbike's gone, and you might actually be able to hear me. So tips, recipes, shacks, competitions. There's all these different groups in there. There's a massive barbecue banter group that I'm not actually part of because I went on there for one night and it's like a million messages when you get up in the morning. But yeah, head to Smoke and Sear and have a look at that, because that is well worth having a look if you're not actually in there already. Who else have we got in the chat? Please pop up and let me know who you are. So the reason I've come on today is that's his Insta. Is in there on somewhere. There we go. Yeah, so he's added, Chris has added a link there so that you should be able to find it there. So the reason I've come on today is just to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We've had an absolute mega year here at Barbecue Life. So we started the year on just over 3,000 subs and we're ending the year on over 8,000 subs. So we've over doubled where we were, and last year we over doubled where we were. So if we can over double this year, that would be like the year coming, and that would be absolutely massive. And whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know. Some more information about the channel. I'm going to drop back to 1 video a week. Once we get sort of into February, I'm going to start back up again. Last year was 2 videos a week, and I can't keep up with that. It's relentless. All I do is work my day job, come home, and then work for YouTube, and it drives the missus and the kids insane, and it's not fair on them. So we're going to drop back to 1 video a week, but hopefully we're still going to get plenty of growth on there. We've got some new bits of kit. So we've got a Uni pizza oven that we're going to have a play with as of next year. We're going to get on the Traeger that I won last year from Alton's Barbecue Centre. We're going to get on, do some more cooks with that. Hopefully we've got some other companies coming on board and they want me to test out some stuff, so we should be able to let you know whether anything's any good or whether it's a load of rubbish, and compare it to some other things. So we're hoping we've got a pizza oven company coming in with a large all singing all dancing pizza oven, and we can compare that to the Uni and look at the price difference and see where we are with their the tech that's on this oven that the company's saying they are going to send out is unbelievable. I don't plan on keeping it because I haven't got the space, but it would be nice to just get another product review out there. So who else? We've still got 7 people sitting in the chat, and I only know of Chris, Monica of the Glen. So please do leave me a comment and let me know who you are. Let's make sure I haven't missed any. No, it's all Chris. The phone's wobbling around all over the place now, where it's on like a swingy arm. So going back to this year, as much as it's been a bumper year, I'm not going to lie, I've had a bit of a rough one after the summer. I lost my grandmother and it knocked me for 6, and that's why we've kind of things have dried up ever so slightly. So this is why I don't go live, because you ain't going to be able to hear me over all that noise. Yeah, lost my maternal grandmother, so it knocked me for 6, and that was it. I didn't even want to cook for myself, let alone cook for the channel. And I'm getting there now, really starting to turn the corner. I'm wanting to put some more stuff out, hence you've seen a few little odd videos, but we're going to go for it again in February. That's my amazing daughter. Hiya. So you're one of the 7. Who else have we got there? Come on, please leave me a little message in the live chat, and then we can say hello and give you a little shout out. So we've got Mark Weller, morning. I bought an Uni pellet oven. Wish I bought the gas one. It's very difficult to retain the heat. So the one I bought is the Karu, I believe you pronounce it. So that's got wood and charcoal like adapter on the back, and then I spent the other 70 quid and I've got the gas adapter on there as well. So I've got the best of everything in there. So the gas is probably going to be what I'm going to use for pizzas, unless I really get them nailed down and I want to go for the wood ones. But I like the idea of using the wood and the charcoal because it gives me a nice variant, so I can use it for a lower cook. I've got a really cool potato dish in my head that I've seen Jamie Oliver do, and I want to put my own little twist on there, and that would work really well in the pizza oven, using the charcoal and keeping the temperature down low. But yeah, that's why I went for having multiple fuels, because a lot of people have said that they're struggling with just wood or just pellets, so that's why I went for that particular oven. But we're going to dedicate a complete video to that oven as to why I picked it, and everything else. So Daniel Hopper, hi mate, how are you? Hope you're well. So yeah, so next year we're going to get the shack finished, because at the moment it's exactly as it stood when I put my part 2 of the shack out. If I turn the camera around, you're going to see that end, and it is just, if it let me turn it around, just wood, gas bottle, tools down the bottom, nothing's in place. Hi Daniel, I'm sorry, can only half watch, is setting up for pulled pork, also getting a pizza oven for Christmas. What pizza oven are you getting? Let me know. Turn you back around so that you don't have to look at all that mess. While you're saying about cooking pulled pork, I was planning on having a brisket in here while we were chatting, so we could open up and have a look. So I bought brisket flat from Simon down at McNade at Faversham. He's my go-to butcher, so it's a good 35-minute run down there, 35-minute back. But it is well worth the travel for me to go and see a butcher that is a proper butcher. He gets his full carcasses in, and he actually butchers things rather than just opening boxes and making displays, and he is an absolute legend. So if you are in the Kent area, then it is well worth Googling McNade, finding out where it is. Have a chat with Simon, go down, and he will help you out. Let him know that I've sent you down as well, because he likes to know where his customers have come from. I don't get any kickback on that, but it's just nice to say that you've come from me down there. But anyway, I bought a brisket flat, about 3.8 kilo, so not massive, and I want it for hot beef sandwiches tonight, which is our tradition on Christmas Eve. And bought that, put it in this morning, and 4 hours later, it's done. I could not believe it. I did cook hot and fast, so we're talking 150 degrees C, but I was still expecting at least a 5-hour cook into a 6-hour cook, rather than 4 hours. But it was probing beautiful. Wrapped it just after 70 degrees. It didn't really stall, it just pushed straight through. Just after 70 degrees, one half was sitting 77, the thinner end, and then it was just into the low 70s at the other end. Wrapped it up about an hour and a half after, like before it was ready, and it just pushed straight through. Couldn't believe it. But it is a real beautiful piece of meat, so make sure you check out the social medias, and I'll stick it on the community tab of YouTube as well, so you can see it on there if you're not on Facebook or Insta. But yeah, couldn't believe how well it cooks. It's a proof of cooking to temperature and not to time. Same with the turkeys tomorrow. So I've bought my turkey. We bought it frozen weeks and weeks ago because I was really worried about this whole bird flu situation. We wasn't going to pick one up. But the packaging on there says 3 hours 15 minutes for a medium-sized turkey. I reckon that's going to be done in 2.5. I really do. So it's going on here on the Bono, on the rotisserie tomorrow, and I reckon that will be done on 2.5. While we're talking about the Bono, I want to say a massive thank you to the guys at Kamado Bono and Kamado Kings for coming on board with me this year. Not that I've got any issue with the Audi that I had before, and a lot of you have come to the channel because of the Audi Kamado, but it was time to step up the size, and you can't get a budget one bigger. This is the next step up, cheapness wise and quality wise, and that is why we decided to really run with the Bono. Hey Lulu, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely day too. Daniel, had my patio finished yesterday, so I've not set my Bono up yet. I was hoping, oh, where's it gone? Wobbly. I was hoping to do the turkey, but not enough time. Going to build it between Christmas and New Year. What should I make my first cook? Spatchcock chicken, 100%. 100%. It's quite forgiving, really. You can't really mess it up as long as you've got a temperature probe. Set it up for indirect cooking, so get your deflector plates in there and whack a spatchcock chicken on there. After that I tend to go pulled pork because I do that hot and fast as well anyway, so again 150 degrees C, because with a lot of the meat that we get here in the UK, the fat content isn't fantastic. Because the fat content isn't fantastic, it doesn't lend itself to the really low and slow cooks. So unless you've got an absolutely fantastic butcher that's able to get hold of really fatty pigs, which luckily enough my butcher just has, I can't remember what they're called, Hal, Brecco or something like that. We've got a breeder in Kent that's just starting to do these super fatty pigs. So I'm hoping to see one of these butchered up and have a look to see whether I can get a real good low and slow on there. But I'm getting the same results, if not better results, out of cooking at 150 instead of cooking at 110, and I've got more time. And I don't babysit the grills so much, because I'm always worried about lower temperatures, things going out because you've only just got your vents open, and if you've not got great charcoal, which I've had in the past, things have gone out. So cooking at 150, getting things done in a lot less time is much better. So yeah, go spatchcock chicken first, or spatchcock turkey if you can pick one up cheaper. Once you get after Christmas, I reckon there'll be a few in Asda's. I couldn't believe the amount of fresh turkeys they still had it in there. So I shall be down there day after Boxing Day, seeing if I can grab myself a bargain. But yeah, something spatchcocked bird-wise. Chicken probably better because turkey might well dry out. It'll dry out quicker than what a chicken will. So while you're learning things, chicken is better. Then do yourself hot and fast pulled pork, and then get yourself plancha, smash burgers, things like that. Get the temperature up super high. Everything that I do on a regular basis. So yeah, back to the Bonos. While we're kind of still on the subject, I really want to say thank you to Kamado Kings for all the support this year. It's nice for a company to recognise the value of a YouTuber and understand the effort that goes in, and really want to come on board. I know that they looked at a few other people, as did some other companies that I looked at, and they've decided to go with me, which is a massive boost for my confidence. As I said in the video when I moved over, when they said that they really wanted to come on board with me, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. It was that massive bit of gratification coming through from a company that really trusts that you're going to be able to look after their product and sell their product honestly. And I don't want to be pushing people to buy things that they don't want to buy, but I believe in it. It's a much better build quality than Audi's, which between me and you and the rest of the world, because we're on YouTube, I don't think Audi are going to be doing Kamados next year. After all of the trouble that La Hasadenka have had this year with returns, I can't see them supplying Audi next year. So unless they can get another budget Kamado company or distributor on board, then I really can't see them being about again next year. They overbought this year, which took the exclusivity away from it, and because they overbought, I think the company, the manufacturer itself was really pushed to get them built, and the build quality has not been so great. We've had a lot of cracked fire bowls this year. The actual delivery of them hasn't been too bad. All the other years it gets to you and it's like a jigsaw puzzle. This year they're getting to people fine, but when people have cooked on them a few times, that's when they're getting the cracks. So at least with one of these you get a much better guarantee. You've got a product that is sold all throughout the year rather than just a special buy. And if you do have an issue, their aftercare service is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, a massive thank you to Kamado Bono. So we've got a few more people in the chat now, so please do leave me a little message. Let me know who you are so I can wish you a Merry Christmas. I don't think there's much else to say now. I'm really looking forward to getting the shack finished. I'm hoping to do that before I go back to work, which isn't until sort of beginning half of January. I need to get the guttering sorted because we've still got water coming in, which is really annoying. And then it's going to be about the laying out. And the laying out, I'm still not 100% decided on how I'm going to do it. It's the most important thing about having a shack is making sure you lay it out in the most sensible way, so that you've got worktop space and your grills are at the right height. And I'm 6'1" and a bit, so my like Weber kettle and the Kamado itself, they are built up on plinths, because I don't want to have that little bend in my back when I'm standing there cooking that gives me a sore back the next day. I'm getting older and I've got to look after myself. So yeah, they are built up on plinths. The Kamado's plinth is considerably less than what the Weber kettle's plinth is, but they're just built up. I have my worktops higher than what you do standard, so they're about 20 or 30 centimetres higher than what they are in the kitchen, just so that I'm more comfortable working at them. So it's about these silly little things within your shack just to make your experience so much better. It doesn't help in here that I also want to be setting myself up for a better filming experience, so I'm not only looking at practicality for cooking, I'm looking at practicality to be able to present to you guys. While we're here, how do people think the audio is? We've got a lapel mic that is brand new, it's got a nice long lead on it, and I'm really hoping that the audio is going to be better. So it would be interesting for people that have been here all the way through to let me know how much that motorbike noise that's been buzzing up and down the back is coming through and cutting me out, or am I able to stay an audible level over the top, because that's really going to help to know that for presenting to you guys in a different style of videos, providing we can get it to work. I don't think there's much more else to say other than a massive Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you all so much for your support. Over 8,000 people now. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'm completely made up. The target for this year was 5,000 subs, and we did that in April. So what more can we say? It's just getting bigger and better. Audio is good. That is what we want to hear. So I'm really pleased that the new mic's working, and hopefully that's going to open up some different options to be able to do different types of videos. Chris, other than the Street Hawk rearing about, there's no wind interference. Oh, where's he gone? I don't leave these on there for long enough, or anything. So how loud is the motorbike, Chris? That's what I want to know. Is it completely drowning me out? If the dogs are barking in the garden next door, are you still going to be able to hear me? Mark, Merry Christmas. Looking forward to more content next year. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Mark. That is very, very nice of you to say. So I know a few of you guys are also in the group chat. So if I've left here before, then you can always tap me up in the group chat. Let me know how you think things went on this, or send me a direct message on there as well. We can hear you perfectly. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. That's my daughter. That's my eldest. 18 years old. How can I have an 18-year-old? One more thing about family and me and things just before I go. We are going to have to try and get things a little bit more healthier in the new year. Daniel Bailey, your videos have really inspired me to improve my barbecuing this year. You're not drowning you out or anything, so brilliant. So thank you, Daniel, and thank you, Chris, for that feedback. Daniel, thank you for the gratification for the work that goes in. A hell of a lot of work goes into a YouTube channel. A lot of people don't realise just how much time goes into filming a video and editing that video and then doing all of the YouTube side of things on top. But anyway, back to me. Yeah, bit of a health check. We've got to get a little bit healthier in the new year. I had a health checkup with the nurse. My blood pressure's too high, my weight's too much. Not too much on my weight, but it's still too heavy compared to what it is. My asthma's not great. That's got worse. My blood pressure's too high. So we are going to be looking at some recipes that are going to be still packed full of flavour, still cooked outside on the barbecue, but they're going to be a little bit better for us, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only guy who's pushing 40 and he's not as healthy as he could be, because all we want to do is cook meat, cover it in sauce, cover it in sweet and salty rubs, and it's not the best for us. So if I can come up with some wicked recipes to get us all barbecuing a little bit healthier in the new year, then I think that is a massive way forwards. So anyway, thank you to everybody that has watched. We sat here for 20 minutes. That's an impressive little live for me. I'm normally on and off in about 5 minutes. So yeah, thank you to everybody that's watched. Thank you to all of the subscribers on the channel this year. I honestly cannot thank you enough. And we'll leave it there. Cheers.